Hello everyone, this is the next episode of Ask Impact Show, probably fifth episode. My name is Kirish and I'm your host here. O'zbekcha gapirishim kerak do'st, mayli. Ulug'bek borigacha o'zbekcha gapiraman. Today, again, we're gonna have our Q&A session with Telegram voice chat. Foydali bo'lsa foydali bo'lar, foydali bo'lmasa foydali bo'lmas, ko'ramiz. Agar foydali bo'lsa, men xursandman. Foydali bo'lmasa bir 10 minutda to'xtatamiz. I'll just wear my lucky hat and we're gonna go. Let's go. That's it. Let's start. It's working, right? It's working. Assalomu alaykum hammaga. Live streamimizni boshlaymiz. Agar savollaringiz bo'lsa, comment sectionda qoldirishingiz mumkin. Agar savollaringizni onlayn tarzda bermoqchi bo'lsangiz, qo'lingizni ko'tarsangiz, men sizga permission beraman. Reading skills, okay? Abdullayev so'rabdilar. Reading skills, bilmadim reading skills nima haqida gapirmoqchi bo'lgansiz, nima haqida so'ramoqchi bo'lgansiz. Okay, let's talk about reading skills. Well, in IELTS, reading is the hardest part. So, my suggestion is just start this at the end, the last, and spend the least amount of time possible. Xo'p, reading judayam ko'plab vaqt sarf qiladigan, ko'plab vaqtni olib qo'yadigan va eng kam sizga foyda beradigan, eng kam natija ko'rsatadigan, sizni judayam zeriktiradigan section bo'lganligi sababli sizga iloji boricha kamroq vaqt sarflashingizni maslahat berardim, chunki sizga agar siz boshlasangiz, readingni boshlasangiz va reading orqali siz o'zingizni overall band scoringizni ko'tarmoqchi bo'lsangiz, ehtimoli katta ehtimol bilan bu ishlamaydi va sizni motivatsiyangizni tushirib yuborishi ehtimoli juda ham katta. We're going to get the questions now. So today's session is going to be English only. So please ask and answer questions in English if you want to do it in comment section and if you want to ask questions too. Hopefully it will work. Well, I have given permission to some people and they are not talking, they're not speaking. I don't know, maybe they are just playing a prank on us. Any questions, guys? Literally any questions that they can answer to. Someone's mic is on, but the person is not talking as usual. They're just listening. Yeah, like a lot of people raising hands. I'm giving permission, but they're not talking.
Yeah, Mister, that's somehow difficult to listen your voice. Your voice is not coming clearly.
I'm sorry for that. Now, what about now?
Some minutes ago,
Sorry.
I don't know others.
What about now? Is it working now?
Okay, yes, that's good now. Thank you.
Good. Let's start. Let's get going. Do you have any questions?
And can we discuss? Can we discuss some topic here, or
Sure.
Giving some recommendations?
It can be anything. It can be literally anything.
Okay.
We can do anything here. So let's just do it.
Well, great. I have some problem from writing. What do you think to improve the writing? What should I do?
You know this thing. You're aware of this thing, I think. Four criteria: task achievement, coherence, cohesion, lexical resources, grammar, engine accuracy, right? So I would suggest to improve your vocabulary based on specific topics, which you can do through several books. One of them is How to Get Benai from IELTS Test to Vocabulary Secret. This is a great book for getting new ideas for your task achievement level, coherence, cohesion, because there are good structures and great vocabulary there. And I would just focus on mostly improving your time management skills, because during exam, like most people underestimate how much time they have, they overestimate the skills, because most people will be able to finish one essay and they'll be in the middle of the second essay when they say, well, time's up, give me your paper. So this happens mostly a lot of times. So you have to just practice, probably, preferably a month before your like real exam. Like start practicing like full like writing sessions after reading and listening, because you have to be tired. You have to recreate this atmosphere, and just try to do this. Try to write two essays within 1 hour under pressure. That's the important part. Under pressure.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you for.
Afternoon.
Good afternoon. Good evening, actually, right? It's evening, I think. I don't know your time frame, like time zone, but it's evening. Okay, sure. Do you have any questions?
My question is it possible to improve reading and listening skill in a short time?
So, reading, no. Listening, yes. What do you mean by short time? Let's just clarify the short time. How much time do you have?
2 months only.
2 months. Well, you can get 9 listening in 2 months.
After 2 months, I'm going to take my IELTS exam.
So which one is more important for you? Your overall band score, or your band score from different like sections? Like writing should be 7, speaking should be 7, or overall is important?
Overall is important.
So if I were you, I would mostly suggest, I would mostly focus on what? Two sections only, listening and speaking, because they give you the highest return on your investment. You invest your time when you're preparing, but when you're doing listening and speaking, you can just improve them, like get the higher score in the shortest period of time. In the shortest period of time. That's my opinion. It may be subjective. It may be predicated on my own experience. Reading.
Yes.
It takes ungodly amount of time. It takes a staggering amount of time. So I would just drop reading. It doesn't help you. Drop reading for now. It may make you depressed, because you just spend 2-3 hours. If you're doing really honestly, if you're being honest with yourself, you will do it for 2-3 hours a day, because like you have to do it takes 2 hours to do the test at the beginning, and at least 1 hour to do analysis. If you're doing it 2-3 hours a day and you don't see the progress, and you just start burning out and demotivated. So you quit. High chance you quit. So my suggestion, just drop it. You don't need it. Drop it. Just do listening. If you do listening for 3 hours a day, oh my God, you can get 9 within a month. You got it, right?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you too. Next person. Assalamu alaikum.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but it's not that clear. Can you just speak up or change the setting of your microphone, please? It may not be that clear for. Yeah, please speak up.
Can you hear me now?
No, not that clearly. Not that clearly.
Okay, let me go out.
Thank you.
Okay. Can you hear me well?
Now it's a bit better, slightly better. Let's start. Let's get going.
Okay. So I was going to ask about getting my reading section, band 9 to band 9 level.
Band 9 level.
What should I do to improve that?
Well, honestly, I've taken IELTS test twice. First time was 8.5. Second time was 8. So I cannot say how to get band 9, because I didn't get band 9 during exam. But during practice sessions, I used to get band 9, and I now get a band 9. But I'm not sure about the exam situation. But it depends on several factors. How is your time management going? Can you finish 40 questions within 1 hour?
No yet.
No, not right?
Yes.
So how much time do you have?
Especially, I'm going to take that exam in 6 months.
6 months.
So I think I've got 6, yeah.
What overall band score do you want?
So I want to know from listening and from reading 9 band scores. So I'm struggling for that.
So Any person, every single person that I know who got like 9 from reading has been practicing reading for 2-3 years at least. How is it going? Like, have you been practicing reading for so long?
No. I can't say so.
So, what's your average
no.
band score now?
Now 6.57, 6.
Well, you have chance then.
Like this.
You have chance. If you like reading, you're set because reading takes a lot of time, like at least 3 hours a day. If you like it, if you enjoy it, like you can do it. Like my suggestion is just practice on one question type at a time, win them one by one, because if you're focusing on full test, you will never get done anything. You will never get anywhere. So my suggestion would be get the easiest one, true false not given, until you get 7 out of 10, until you just hone your skills, until you just polish your knowledge, polish your qualities, until you just are sure that there's no chance that you may make any mistake in true false not given. Then you move on to next question type, one by one.
So, what books can you recommend us?
Like there are no well, look, there are a lot of books like that recommend do this, do that. My favorite is IELTS Maximizer, but look, at the end of the day, like everyone has their own personality, their own skills, their own experiences, and I think that you will have to develop them yourself. The only way to develop them yourself is don't fill your brain with like rubbish. They're mostly rubbish. Like 50%, yes, generalized question, theoretical knowledge they give you. You understand what is it, what is not, but when it comes to specific ones which you want, like you want 9. Like for 7, 6.5, I understand. Like they have to read books, but for you, my man, like you have to just practice. Like practice sessions, like Cambridge, start with Cambridge. Just start with 9 maybe, because 8, 7, their structure is quite off because they are quite old books. From 9 to 16, then you just start preparing. We'll have like I'll just send you now. Like we'll have one channel dedicated to mock tests from reading, from everything. You can just get there from there like 70 tests now. We have like 80 tests now, and where you will be uploading like 30 to 40 more tests like within 3-4 days. And like if you do like 2 tests every day, you will need like 60 days to finish them.
Wow, that's great.
Hope it was helpful.
What can you recommend me from listening?
Listening, the same thing, man. Like, look, if you want 9, like you have to find your own path. Like you cannot listen to someone. You just have to do it. I talked about listening a lot of times. You can go to YouTube. You can just search Impact Learning Center, and there are like millions of because look, we're recording these things and we're uploading it on YouTube because I don't want to repeat the same thing again. So there are a lot of things. There are videos where I gave my opinion on listening like 3-4 times. I think it would be better if you're really interested, if you go like watch these videos, because I want to get other people's questions too, because I want to give value. You understand, right? No, the guy left probably. So next person. So okay, I'm listening to the next person. I'm just giving permission to a lot of people. Please ask.
Thank you very much.
Thank you too. Thank you too for asking questions. Next person. Like literally, I'm giving.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Hello. So ladies first.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I have a question which is related to speaking.
Okay.
I mean, majority of people, part 1 and part 2 is not very tough for me, but when it comes to part 3, I find it one of the most challenging part when it comes to speaking. What do you think? How can I give some brief and clear answers to the questions which are given in the part 3?
Well,
what do you think?
First of all, brief is, I don't like the word brief, because in part 3, they expect longer answer from you. Give me a second, I'm sorry. So we can continue. So my suggestion is just, first of all, what are you struggling with? Coming up with ideas? What's the problem? So
I
look,
have lots of vocabularies, but when it comes to IELTS, it's not enough.
okay, do you know application called IELTS Speaking Assistant?
Yes, I know.
There are 50 topics, you know this, right?
Yeah.
Can you go through them one by one every day?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's your answer. That's it. That's how you will get your ideas, and then you just go. So this.
And also,
I'm listening.
well, I came across lots of examiners who always advise us to sound more naturally when it comes to, in order to get higher IELTS band score
Yeah,
in
of course.
speaking. But the questions are not natural. I mean, they are academic, too academic. I think.
In particular, which question is academic? I've never seen any.
Not questions. I mean, answers are.
Look,
so academic in that.
you shouldn't get the answers. Don't make up any answers. It's like straight road to failure. You cannot just memorize all the answers. Just get some ideas. Look, don't read the sample answer ever. Just get the idea. Just see whether you can say what you can say exactly. Or I wouldn't even read them. I wouldn't even read the comment section, or I wouldn't even read the answers. I would just read the question, think about it for 3-4 minutes, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Form your own opinion. Thank you, Chub. Next person. No questions here, I think, or I'm just gonna check.
Hey, can I ask
Yes, please.
something? You said that it takes 3 years to prepare and to get band 9 in reading, right?
Yeah, it has been my experience, and it has been an experience of people, a lot of people who have come across. I think yes, it's my subjective opinion, but you may be super skilled and super talented. It may be 6 months or 1 year from beginner level. I mean, that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, thank you. Next person.
May I give you some question?
Sure.
How I can improve my writing skills?
Oh, writing. Okay.
Yeah, I think writing is so difficult for me
So what's your problem?
because I don't know. I know about grammar, but I not use some kind of words for writing task 1 and task 2. Task 2 it's more important in the IELTS.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I cannot give my opinion and ideas in the task 2. Exactly.
Is it because you don't have ideas, or is it because you cannot articulate them well?
Can you repeat?
Is it because you don't have any ideas, or is it because you don't know what to say? You don't know how to say the things that are in your mind.
Yeah, I can know how to say that.
So you have the idea, but you cannot. So
yeah.
Maybe it's because of vocabulary then.
Yeah, maybe I take 5.5 from IELTS and I need 6.5.
So the first thing how much time do you have?
In the 5th of August, I shall take my IELTS certificate.
Oh, you have a lot of time. So you
for
have a lot
university.
of time. Well, my suggestion would be read as many sample answers as possible, and you just start copying them subconsciously. You just have to. It's all about information input and information output. So the reason why you cannot give the thing because you didn't take it in the first place. So you have to read 100 sample answers, sample essays, and then you can just try one more time. And if it doesn't work, it will work actually. If it doesn't work, you can just try anything else. So my suggestion would be to read as many sample answers as possible, sample essays, I mean.
From book or from internet?
From books, because internet is too many sources, too much information, and most of them are not, reliable. So books.
From which book?
So you just have to go to Impact Library and just search how to get Band 9 Task 2. There are 7 or 8 editions of the books. They are not like band 9. Like it's like a catchy term, marketing. It's not band 9, but they're worse, like definitely 7 plus, and they're great essays. You just have to read them and then do analysis.
I understand. Thank you so much.
Thank you, too. Next person.
Hello.
Hello. Wow.
My listening and reading is not available, and there isn't developing at the time. So what do you do? What I do?
I didn't get the question actually. I didn't understand. Sorry. You're asking what to do in order to improve your listening and reading? Okay. No silence. Next person then. Next person.
Hi, may I
Yeah, sure.
ask?
Yep.
I have my exam on April, and I expect that my result will be like 6 or 6.5. Can you say that if we show that our result will be 6 or 6.5, it's realistic or it will be lower than we expected?
Have you been to IELTS mock test yet?
No.
I would suggest going to mock test like yesterday. You have to look, there are a lot of people. I had a lot of students who get like 8.5, 8 at home, but they go to test and it will be like 6 or 5.5 or 6.5. It will be shock for everyone. So my suggestion, I have made a video on how to prepare for IELTS and how to prepare yourself to IELTS exam, not IELTS test itself. It's on YouTube. It's 2-hour video. I would really strongly recommend watching this thing because I've given tons of information there. You have to watch them. Please watch them. It will be like worth your time. Just watch it. 2 hours of your time. It's like one movie, but it will be helpful. I promise.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, John. So I will repeat again. So go to YouTube, Impact Learning Center, and there is a 2
I got it.
Yeah, yes, that's it.
Thank you.
Thank you, John. So the next person then.
May I speak?
Yeah, sure.
And good evening.
Good evening.
How to improve my pronunciation?
Oh,
How to correct to pronounce
so we humans learn by
my speech?
Yeah, I get it. We humans learn by imitation. We people learn by imitation. We imitate to people's like their actions, their speech. Because our brain is hardwired in this way. Our mirror neurons will allow us to copy someone's action, whether it's voice, whether it's action. So I would just strongly recommend finding one person that you admire and start imitating. I did it, and it was Gary Vee. Who knows Gary Vee? Like I think you know Gary Vee. So I just imitated a person until I improved my pronunciation level. So what you have to do, find one person, watch their tons of videos, and imitate them. How they speak, their manners, in what tones they are speaking, what kind of intonations they are using. And in addition to this, my suggestion is whatever video you're watching, if there are long sentences, listen, pause, try to repeat, and try to replicate this to 100% precision. So number 1, imitation. Number 2, repeating long sentences after a person, after a speaker.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chip. The next person. Well, that's it. Well, thank you a lot, people, for participating in this Telegram voice chat. This will be uploaded soon. Wow, what was that? So it will be uploaded. Assalamu alaikum.
Men bitta savolim edi. Mana bu readingda qoldirib ketgan so'zlar bor-ku, shunga qiynalaman-da, shunga nima qilsam bo'ladi?
Readingda qoldirib ketilgan so'zlar?
Feelings gap.
Feelings gap.
Gap
feeling. Bo'ldi. Demak, qarang, men qo'shimcha ortiqcha gapirib o'tirmayman, chunki u teoriya emasda, u praktika orqali ko'rishingiz kerak. Impact Learning Center YouTube kanaliga borasizda reading free lessons qilib qo'yganmiz. O'shaning ichida bir ikkita video bo'lishi kerak gap filling bo'yicha. To'liq tushuntirib berganman. Bir 15 minutlik videolar, u yarim soat vaqtingiz ketadi. Ko'rsangiz, lekin foydasi bo'lishi aniq.
Xo'p, rahmat kattaga.
Sog' bo'ling. Demak, shu bilan bugungi sessionimizni tugatamiz. Thank you everyone for participating. We will have the same thing tomorrow at 9. So, thank you a lot for participation, everyone.